If you want to be able to bounce back in life even faster and stronger and better than you do now to life's setbacks and disappointments, then this episode of Resilience might just be for you. So, welcome back. This is episode 7 of Life with Paul M. As always, I'm going to try and film it in one go. So, if you get any mistakes, they're staying in. So, resilience, what does that mean for me? Well, it's a subject that I've had to become really, really good at over the years. And the great thing with resilience is you don't need to go to university to become good at it. You don't need to be successful in life in terms of money. You don't have to be anything at all. Resilience is something that's there for all of us. And the thing is with resilience, you'll often find out the people that have had the tougher paths in life, and sometimes from being a child, they are the most resilient. So what does resilience mean? Resilience means being able to stand up to life's challenges, a bit like a lighthouse in the ocean. You've got a little lighthouse on the rock that's from the old days is keeping the ships away so they don't crash into land. The lighthouse might get battered from the wind and the rain and the storms, but it stands there and it stays still because it knows the storm will pass. That's what I look a little bit like life. It's difficult moments, just like the clouds in the sky, they will pass at some stage. But resilient also means not being broken. Don't let things break us. It might shape us, it might even bruise us from time to time, but might even leave us a few scars in life, mentally or physically or both. But it can shape us to becoming stronger, more resilient, and bounce back when things don't go our way. Because we can't avoid everything going our way like we would want it to, whether it be relationships, whether it be business, whether it be family, life in general. Setbacks will come. We can't avoid them all, but how we respond to them is key. So what do we do to build up resilience? For me, resilience is like any other muscle that we can work on. It's about getting into good habits. So the more that you do something, the more natural it becomes. The more you put it off and give up halfway through, the more natural that also sadly becomes as well. How can we build up resilience? Unfortunately, we have to sometimes go through the difficult times. Personally, like everybody out there, I've had tough times. And in the space of a few years, all at the same time, I went through finding out my dad was terminally ill, having a business that was struggling, a failing business that closed, my dad passing away, a painful divorce that I didn't want, moving house. None of these things were on my terms, but I knew I had to stand strong and work through them. And they took me to some quite difficult places. I'll be really honest with that. But again, gratitude, one of my other episodes, really kicks into resilience because gratitude and perspective can help you just realize that, yeah, things aren't great, but they could be a lot worse. And unfortunately, for some people, they are a lot worse. So reminding yourself to stay grounded can help you become more resilient. The great thing about going through difficult moments, though, in life is it gives you a reference point. So if I go back to some of the most difficult moments in my life, it could be my mum passing away. It could be getting up talking in front of everybody as a little eulogy, following a funeral car, going through the same thing again with my dad. Really difficult, failing business moments. Let's be honest, businesses doesn't really matter compared to family, does it? But when I'm sometimes in a difficult moment, whatever it might well be, I can go back in my memory bank and think, okay, I've been through something far, far more important and far, far more difficult that I didn't know how I'd get through. But the great thing about humans is we bounce back. We're survivors. We go again. And it can help you just come to a bit of middle perspective of, okay, I'm in a difficult situation, but I've gone through worse. And again, it's almost muscle memory for the mind of resilience. So for me, that's a little bit about resilience. But what does it mean to you? What does resilience mean to you? And what's your mindset for getting through different things in life? But for me, resilience has become one of the most important tools for me that we all need. I'm trying to put it into my little daughter who's 8, Estella, and I'm teaching her that setbacks will happen, but how we respond to them is on us. Fortunately, unfortunately, we are in control of how we respond to situations. And another thing is as well is it's up to us, not just how we respond, but how we're triggered. We've all got people that trigger us. I've got them, you've got them, we've all got them, and we've got to smile about that sometimes. But they only trigger us if we allow them to trigger us. It could be people, it could be noises, it could be a whole load of different things that trigger us to feeling uncomfortable or angry or defensive. But that's actually on us. And the more I think that we take accountability for that and understand it and are honest to ourselves about it, the more we can almost then start to negate these triggers and think, what am I getting triggered about, this person or this situation? It doesn't really matter, does it? So again, how we respond to things, again, it's for me, it's another level of self-awareness and mental resilience. Don't let things get us down more than they need to. And if they do get us down, because that'll happen, don't let it keep us down there for too long. When I was going through some difficult times, I felt myself a little bit slipping down the hill with my mental health and my spirit, and everything was slipping down, but I knew I'm going to have to go back up. So sometimes the quicker you can pull the handbrake on the car, the quicker you can turn it around and start going back uphill, because otherwise you're going to have to go uphill at some stage. So the quicker we can hit that bottom of that moment that we're going through, the quicker we can come back up. And then when other things come our way in life, other challenges that other people might find really difficult, we've become masters at dealing with difficult situations and setbacks. And we end up eating them for breakfast and we overcome them. So what happens is we get a setback, but then really quickly, great, okay, what's the solution? What's the perspective? Could it be worse? What do we do to fix it? So we don't dwell on the setback any longer than we need to. Straight away, we're looking to turn and go back up and become more positive. So there we have resilience. Share in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you've made it to the end of the episode, thank you so much. Please give me a like because it will help me reach more people on YouTube and hopefully just say the right thing at the right moment to somebody that needs to hear it. Because for me, YouTube and podcast has been invaluable to my life over the last 3-4 years, which have been difficult times in general, but they've given me such an uplift of information and empathy from others, and just understanding that everybody's difficult moments will pass, and no matter how successful you are financially, in business, in sports, in whatever it is, none of them are that important. Resilience is open there for all of us, and that inner happiness and that inner contentness of peace and being a good person and being kind and having empathy, that for me is a success in life. Don't forget as well, in the not too distant future, I'm going to be giving away £500, that's €600 or $600 to go away on your own trip. So check out my 5 top tips for solo travelers. But for now, from me, thank you so much. And I'll leave with just saying, be kind. We don't know it all. We all like it when kindness comes our way. So let's extend a little bit of patience, a little bit of kindness, and a little bit of thought of somebody who might just need a little bit of a nudge and support and love, or just a quick message to let them know you're thinking about them. This is Life with Paul M. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.